Between 1930 and 1983, Newport, Rhode Island hosted 12 America's Cup races. I was on board as tactician with Ted Turner in 1977, sailing Courageous. It was a magic time. Turner's a College Hall of Famer who went to Brown. He even gave the college a fleet of boats. Cup racing ended here in 1983 when Australia 2 came from behind in the 7th race to defeat Dennis Conner. And how about this? Weatherly, the 1962 defender, is still out here today. Well, once you've done some college sailing, it never really gets out of your blood. I'm with Ken Reed, College Sailor of the Year for BU back in 1982, now racing in the Volvo Ocean Race, a couple America's Cup campaigns. But Ken, this competition just seems to get better and better.
No, this is, I think of my 4 years in college as A, the place I learned how to sail, and B, I think the best 4 years of sailing I've ever had in my life. And that includes America's Cups and Volvo Ocean Races and everything else. I bet you these kids don't realize how I wish I realized how good I had it when I was in college, let's put it that way.
Well, what do you think the key to winning here is?
Well, it's consistency, and I think in these really tight fleets, what I always found was boat handling was crucial in the tight spots. So there's probably 6 or 8 teams that are probably fast enough, and then the next step is the person who can boat handle, just gain those extra few feet every time you tack or jibe, and typically that's just enough to get you ahead.
You know, when I was sailing, and I think you too, if you averaged about a 3rd or even a 4th in the Nationals, you'd probably win it. Today, 6th gets it done.
Yeah. Deep fleets, I think there's a lot more kids in junior programs who are learning how to sail like this earlier than we did, at least in my generation did for sure.
You know, Ken, we're looking at these small boats sailing here, and these are small dinghies, but how does these kind of boats, these dinghies, equate to the big ocean racers?
Oh, it's exactly the same. The best sailors come out of dinghies. There's no doubt about that. The kids that have a good feel for a boat like this, I mean, today's big boats are becoming more and more dinghy-like as it is. So the better you are at sailing a boat like this, the better you're going to be going up the ladder into bigger and faster boats. Well, this is a classic Newport situation where the current is going out, so the right side of the race course has been favored all day, and sure enough, all the leaders are coming in from the right side, and there it is, as close as ever. You know, a couple feet are going to make a difference, and I bet you number 8 had a slightly better tack on a couple of the shifts going up the weather leg, and sure enough, here they are with a pretty substantial lead.
I mean, I'm looking at the fleet right now. A lot of these guys got real wide very early.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I were out there, I'd be in number 7's spot. You usually get kind of funnels in this sea breeze coming out of the harbor, and there's definitely less current on that side, so if I were a betting man, I'd be betting on number 7 at the leeward mark to pass number 8. How's that? I don't even know what teams they are. I don't know how good they are, but I'm just going to be a local knowledge person for a second.
Well, so far so good. We'll resolve that here in a couple minutes going downwind. Did you try and sail with the same crew?
Same crew for entire seasons, entire years. In our most successful year, 7. All right, my prediction came true.
Nice going, Ken.
I was really nervous there.
7 took the left gate.
Yeah, that's not going to be the best.
And 8 came over here to this gate.
All right, now I'm going to change my prediction upwind. If 7 doesn't tack soon, 8's going to have a nice little advantage, because the inside worked going downwind, the outside, the right-hand side of the course is going to work upwind. And it looks like there's been a bit of a left shift. So port tack is quite favored heading into that mark.
You know, I'm just looking at my stopwatch. It's taken 22 seconds for 18 boats to round these leeward marks.
And very little screaming, very few protests, just a bunch of quality kids that know how to sail race boats. That's pretty fun to see.
All righty. Well, good luck to you, Ken.
Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time.
No problem. My pleasure.